morning, Warren First 931. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter. I am El Solo this morning. I think Brian is getting some great rest from because this evening we have some special in-studio guests coming on the show with us. It is that week again for the Warren County Genealogical Historical Association to come on the show with us for their upcoming meeting, which I believe is this Saturday. That's how we have everything planned out. Sorry, guys. I tried to cram a cheese sandwich in. And if you didn't know, don't forget one of our amazing sponsors, Tops Frozen Yogurt, Metro Deli's sister, just down here on downtown Main Street here. Cumberland Biscuit Company is now open Thursday through Monday, and they close on Mondays at 1:30. So for all you folks that wanted the breakfast to come back and more options for you during the week, this is a great time, especially with the snow that was coming down. Like, I feel like I was in a snow globe this morning. But again, getting a nice warm meal is always great to have. But currently right now in McMinnville, it is a chilling 29 degrees. And it's not going to stop, guys. Today's high is going to be 33, and tonight's low is going to be 27. So what it feels like now is what it's going to probably feel like later on tonight. It is saying 50% to 60% chance of flurries. Not necessarily snow that's going to stick, because I think it really needs to be almost 15 or 25 degrees to really make something of it. But it's already gone by now. But again, hey, like we said, my daughter was so excited. She's like, "Mama, are we going to get to build a snowman?" And I said, well, maybe not today, but it is coming, guys. Now, Tuesday, your weather forecast is high the 47, low 23 at night. Wednesday, it's going to be the high of 60, low 39. And then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday, it's going to be in the mid to upper 60s. And then the low is anything from 50 to 30 degrees below. But looking ahead even into next week, Sunday and Monday, as of right now, it's saying a 45 to 55% chance of rain on Sunday and Monday of next week. So again, just dress accordingly today. The wind is going to be up. It says snowy conditions are expected again to hit us around 3 o'clock today. Even though it says 29 degrees, it may feel like anything from 13 to 15 degrees outside. And we may see some wind picking up a little bit more between 12 and 2 p.m. because that's going to bring that 28 to 30% chance of snow that we're going to see around 3 or 4 o'clock today. And just if anybody wants to know when the sun is setting as well, it's going to be at 4:39 p.m. this evening. And we want to thank Reddick Brown Ford for being our community weather sponsors, because without them, we couldn't do what we can. And they have some amazing deals coming up. I want to also do a little quick shout out with them, because I just got to see those boys this past weekend. Where'd it go? Yeah. So employee pricing on maintenance services, brakes, tires, oil changes, fluid services from November the 24th through the 26th and December the 1st through the 5th. And they're also doing $1 over select factory models, meaning you're practically getting the prices as an employee as the dealerships give them. So it's just $1. You just pay $1 more. So if you are wanting to get something for your significant other, your sweetie, or your special whatevs, maybe a vehicle is in that works, and maybe working with Reddick Brown Ford, because they're one of our many awesome auto dealerships that we have that works with us, and that's where we do all our service work on our vehicles, is over there at Ford. So we love them. I love them absolutely up there. They've been with us since the beginning of time. But with that's it. We have so many things going on the show. If you have a birthday shout out, please do yourself a favor this morning and make sure if you have a birthday or anniversary that you would like to get on the show, please do so. We did make a post about it, and I do apologize. The internet, I may be changing the internet over during commercial break. I was trying to see how this would fizzle out and work. As it's taking its time. So if you have a birthday announcement or anniversary and you want to get them on the podcast, let us know. Right now we have 9 birthdays being listed this morning. I first and foremost want to say happy birthday to my husband, Chris Slaughter. He is now officially 41. I'm still older than him, as my son reminds me every morning on the birthday. But he is just one of many that we will be shouting out some birthdays later on in the show. But also, too, after the show is done, we also are going to make a post about veterans. If you have a veteran that you would love to get on the list, man or woman, we are going to be honoring them tomorrow because, of course, if you missed yesterday's big calendar event we were at with Shelley Miller, it was a great turnout. We'll talk more about that later on in the show. But it was an honor or a blessing for me to be able to be there with my kids and tell them, as each one of each people signed the calendar that made the calendar. It gave me a reason to say again, which again we should say every time we see somebody. But I got to tell 13 people yesterday, thank you for your service, thank you for my freedom, all that stuff. And veterans don't get enough recognition where credit is due. And if you ever see somebody, whether they're wearing a hat and you don't know it or wearing a shirt, you should just say, hey, have you served? And if they tell you yes, you should thank them there on the spot, like 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. So, but we got more to come on this show. We're going to take a quick break from a word from our sponsors. And we would love to do this quick live read for my friends from Zach and Tyler with T&Z Rental and Removal. They're a junk removal, trailer rental, property cleanouts, commercial and residential properties. Give them a call at 743-9079 or call Zach at 224-8593. You can also find them on Facebook. That's T&Z Rental and Removal. And we will be right back with some more word from our sponsors. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.
$17.76. At our coffee, we pour love into every cup of coffee we serve. Welcome to our coffee drive-thru, located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville.
Don't know what to eat? Have you tried Cumberland Biscuit Company or Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli? Down on Main, you can enjoy pizzas and sandwiches, weekly combo specials, soups, salads, and finish it up with Tops Frozen Treats. On the weekends, check out Cumberland Biscuit Company's unique dishes like the Twisted Goat Burger or the Bambushka Burger. For lunch or dinner, get the experience of going out of town right here in McMinnville, down on Main. Follow Tops and Cumberland Biscuit Company on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
When you need help with your medical needs, who are you going to call? At Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you're not just a number, you're a part of our community. When you call Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you'll get a live person to help answer your medical questions. In a hurry? Try our convenient drive-thru. Not able to get out? We offer free delivery within the city limits. Stacy's specializes in Mr. Stewart's over-the-counter and prescription cough syrups. Need to transfer your prescriptions? It's no trouble to transfer to Stacy's, where people care and wellness matters. Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy is located at 485 North Chancery Street, or give them a call at 474-0600.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Welcome back, Warren Verse 931. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter. I was going to say alongside, he's not here today. He is resting up for his work schedule. If you guys missed the weekend, just a quick little recap. So many things happened over the weekend. There was the Veterans Day program over at the Park Theater, followed by the Veterans Day calendar signing over at the Chamber of Commerce. Then on Saturday, it was the second Saturday of the month, which a lot of downtown businesses and surrounding businesses hosted their open Christmas house functions. We actually got to hang out and do a lot of those events. Also, on Saturday, we got to go to the sports card and Pokemon card show that was held at the Dalton Gym. It was at the Warren County High School, however y'all know how it's called over there. And it was a huge turnout. People from Cookeville, McMinnville, Manchester, I was shaking in a lot with. They were there. And then also, of course, all the big events going on that day. There were so many like the card show with the Hickory Creek School was going on. The pageant was going on at the high school. Just to name 3 events on that's happening over there in that area. Just so many different things. I was going to say, what else did I get to go to that day? I didn't get to make it to the Veterans Day lunch at and then the Baron Fort Brews Chili Cook-Off held their event. I can't wait to see the winners of that. And then I also missed the Coats for the Community. I was going to try to get some photos over there. But with that said, I want to say Saturday night was pretty eventful. Every party as my daughter gets older, as she's getting invited to now, she is only 3 years old. And I make her sound like she's so old, but she's not. But we got invited to this little girl's party, Baylor Kate, which is her absolute BFF over at, or one of 2 BFFs at Covenant. And it was a Frozen themed birthday party. And I have to tell you, if y'all haven't checked out Middle Tennessee Princesses, it's an organization or a group that host parties as princesses, whether you want Belle or Tiana or, Anna and Elsa and all these things. And when Anna and Elsa came around the corner, these girls lit up. It was the cutest thing. And, you think to yourself, like, is my daughter going to like this? Is she going to be happy? Well, I'm going to show you a picture because this is one of the pictures of the party right there, smiling ear to ear. All the girls were just so happy about it. And then, like, she had to go and talk to them. It was just the cutest little thing. And they did they read a book, they danced, they did a princess parade walk. They did, what was the other thing they did? Oh, the princesses taught the little girls how to be royal, like the 3 rules of royal, like being a true royal. And one of them, the first thing right off the bat was being kind to one another, doing good acts for one another, It's like being a good service to your community, essentially, is what it was. And I absolutely loved it. Good morning, Shirley Hyder, or one of our valid listeners. I'm loving your updated picture. That's so beautiful. Miss Farmer Ann Brown says, hi, Miss Shirley. Real quickly, though, guys, we are going to take one more quick break from our word from our sponsors. But when we get back, we are going to have our special in-studio guests because they have both officially made it. I'm just going to turn her in now that Miss Ann Brown decided to sleep in because of this cold weather, but she showed up. But they're going to come back and tell us everything and all things coming up with the Warren County Genealogical Historical Association. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Dining in or taking out, we've got something for everyone.
From our mouth-watering brisket, baby back ribs, juicy ribeye steaks, specialty sandwiches, and fried chicken tenders, your taste buds are in for a treat.
Don't forget our weekly special. Monday, spaghetti or hamburger steak. Tuesday, meatloaf or barbecue chicken pork. Wednesday, pork loin or Salisbury steak. Thursday, smoked chicken halves or country fried steak. Friday, fried catfish or Cajun catfish on rice.
Whether you're feeding hundreds at a company picnic or meeting a friend for lunch, you can count on Praters to satisfy your taste buds.
Call us at 635-2259 and taste the tradition at Prater's Barbecue. 30 years of excellence.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Come explore our selection and get your home ready.
Visit us today on Manchester Highway or call us 635-9535.
Randall Walker Farms, your destination for plants, pumpkins, apples, and more. That's Randall.
Oh, we might need to back that up. Boom. Get everybody in. Welcome back to Warren First 931. As these ladies and me have a shared common interest in this cold weather, we do not like it. But with that said, it is Ann Brown and her friend. Is it Debbie? Frida. I gotta see you many times.
Okay.
And Miss Frida, Miss Frida's with us, and they're going to talk all things coming up. I want to talk about their past meeting that they had with the Warren County Genealogical Historical Association, and then what's coming up this Saturday. So, how did what went down that last meeting, and what interesting things did y'all learn?
Well, we had Dr. Tara Melnick talking about Jolynn DeLong, who was a prisoner of war, missing in action, and they finally figured out what happened to him. That him and several other soldiers were captured. They're pretty sure that he was killed there, but they have never found his body. So, but it's a really sad story. He's from Urban College, went to Vietnam almost straight out of high school, and his story is it was sad, but it's good to be remembered. And I will send you the website. I didn't get my papers with me this morning, but his whole, Dr. Milnick, there is a website for forgotten heroes that several people in the education field have picked a person and told their story. And she did a fantastic job of telling his story and what all happened to him and what he went through. And it's just, it was sobering to remember one of our own, and
remember how they were when they were living.
Yes. And his nephew was there, who's really kind of helped keep the story alive. And it was very touching.
Oh, I love that. And and we'll put all this stuff up for today and reiterate it some tomorrow, because we're going to do all things veteran.
Cool.
And I know it's an honor of, but still there's got to be resources to find, like you said, to find the lost people that, it became a cold case and no one knew where, what, or when, or,
Well, it was years before the family ever knew, but the military did not give up. They kept, they kept researching, and actually, I think a couple of the people that were with him as prisoners of war actually came home and were able to
To-
tell the
To
story.
get part of the story.
Like testify about
Yeah, talk about their being captured and kind of what they went through and everything. But
Wow.
it's very sobering to hear those stories.
I love that. And during this time, with Halloween and stuff, and I always say it wrong, but Day of the Dead. It kind of the way that the Hispanic culture remembers the people that have passed on.
Yeah.
And my dad was really good friends with this one group of people. The Chilo is his name, and he was like, "Hey, go get a picture of your dad and put him on the table." And I was like, no. And he's like, no, do it. And it was just like what y'all are talking about kind of was similar to, we always got to talk about the person. We always need to remember that person that, they made an impact in this world, whether it was big or small.
When we were scanning the HIES records, there was a girl who volunteered with us to help scan. And every record she scanned, she would say their name.
Yeah.
And she would always say their name.
Yeah.
Keep them alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love that. And so with that being, and just coming into Veterans Day, did y'all have any other veterans, talk in this last meeting, or is that going to be coming up in the next one?
No, that is really our only Veterans Day. It was supposed to be our November meeting, but we had to move things around. So it didn't work out for Veterans Day, but that was our Veterans Day.
I love that.
This year.
Yeah. And then this one coming up this Saturday, what are we going to be talking about now?
Well, Mr. Jimmy Henley is going to be back again,
Ooh.
and he is going to be talking about the courthouse square and all the things, the houses, the buildings, or whatever that were there.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. Ann's working really hard on getting the pictures together.
I'm on the picture search.
I was going to
But
say,
you
I always
need to-
see Mr. Haley and her in that room, and they're
Yeah.
working like tirelessly.
It means a lot to me because I grew up way in the country. Back then, it was way in the country, and a lot of these places he talks about, I have no idea where they were because pretty much my trips were limited to the drugstore and different things like that. The hospital over here, the yellow buildings, the Black Museum now. But so she puts those slides up there, and that really, really helps. It's very interesting to me.
I was going to say, that book that Crystal Tanner
And Cody.
and them put together, just
Neat
like,
in it.
it's so neat. Like, you see what it used to look like and what it is today, like the before and after.
Right.
And that kind of, for me as a visual learner and my son, I'll be like, you see this building, but no, look what it used to look like.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Because it's just so neat. And then like what down the street, down here on downtown, what Raven's been doing with the building there and stuff, and seeing like how it used to look with the 2 levels and stuff.
Oh, I know.
And I'm just like, oh, it's so close to.
I know.
Look,
She's
in the
done
same
a great
way.
job of working to restoring that building. It's really neat.
I should say her and her grandpa.
Well,
right?
yeah.
They've done a real good job, and he's actually the one that MC'd at the Park Theater and did a phenomenal job.
Oh, I know that was a great program.
It is, but so Mr. Haley's going to get all these pictures
We need
together.
to tell you, it's November the 15th at 2 p.m. at the in the early voting room at the Warren County Administration
downstairs. Okay.
And that is our last meeting this year.
For the year.
For the year.
Meetings will resume in January with show and tell, and you know how exciting that is.
Yes, so me and my husband are trying to get the gun, the whatever it's called, whatever, cleaned up. Because I don't want to show it.
Oh, well, it don't matter.
Until it needs to be cleaned.
It doesn't matter at all. It doesn't have to be working or anything.
But the thing is, and this is something that maybe y'all can help with too. We had Haley look at it, and we had the ladies up at the library, look into it, and we think we know where we could pinpoint the gun, maybe, like when it was used,
right,
back in one of the certain wars, and which family member.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Hopefully. Because you can see some indentions, but it's like you got to clean it.
You think it was Civil War era or before? You think? Okay.
Oh,
I'll send you a couple of contacts too.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Before you send me that, I'll send you the person's name and the time frame it
Okay.
was. But when we got the gun, my grandfather said, like, as a little boy, they were, shooting it. It was still being used.
Yeah.
Oh,
As just shooting
Those
cans.
Those
Yeah.
are treasures for sure.
yeah.
Oh, it's
Definitely.
neat looking. It's
Yeah.
neat.
Yeah.
But I again, I always say there's a reason Tennessee won the war sometimes because we had to get loaded right, and you had to be able to aim. If you couldn't aim, you're out.
You didn't have scopes.
No. Or those red lights. Those
Yeah.
red lights.
Yeah. You didn't have laser lights. No.
But if anybody is interested in joining the Warren County Genealogical Historical Association, how can they do that? Because I think it's very vital. It doesn't matter how old you are. It's just you have to have an interest in it.
You can stop by the office. Our website has an application you can download. It's $25 a year. You get 2 bulletins a year, which are right around 100 pages of Warren County history. And then you get discounts on some of our projects and things like that as a member. So, just give us a shout. And our second fall and winter bulletin will be available for the members at the November meeting. They can pick them up. And if you're not a member, you can purchase one, or you can order it on Amazon. There you go. And talking about what used to be in different places, this particular bulletin traces the history of 201 West Main, just down the street, where Gibson Insurance is.
Yeah.
From the very beginning, when McMinnville was first formed, that lot, all the way up through today.
I love that. There's some places I really would like to, either break down or cut down. I know, like, there used to be where people walked in the garden. It was somewhere, where was it at? Over back there, close to the Pregnancy Care Center, somewhere over there. There used to be like a garden. People used to sit and walk, and I saw the pictures of that, and I was like, where's it now?
Oh, I know.
I bet it's underneath something.
It's like the courthouse in the park.
Right.
The park was, the street didn't go through, and
Right.
the park was open, and there were events held there.
Yeah.
Lots of it. There used to be they opened the park every spring.
Yeah.
That was a big thing when they opened the park.
I don't know. There's just so many neat little things,
I know.
that I would just like everybody to know, because I always like to show my son, because, and now my daughter, it just didn't happen like this.
Yeah.
It had to start with something else, you
Right.
know?
Well, that's one thing Jimmy talked about that was so fascinating to me, because at one time, there was like competition between the ladies in town to have the most beautiful garden.
Mhm.
And then they would have their tea out there, and it was a big thing to show it off and bring in maybe plants from other areas that were unique here.
Oh, yeah.
Just one of the houses down here, and you might have it, the Black House, I
The
believe.
Black House.
They brought the first magnolia tree in.
Right.
I remember that, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this
And pecan.
is showing that off. Yeah,
Aw.
showing that tree off to the
Yeah.
neighborhood.
So the lady, she was a Harrison, I believe.
Mhm.
She imported plants.
Oh,
She was really big into different kinds of plants.
Mhm.
And evidently those gardens were absolutely beautiful.
I would love to see some
I
pictures
know,
of
wouldn't you
those.
though?
Yes. You can only see it on TV now when they do the garden club, But anything else before I let you ladies
Well,
leave?
the Pioneer Committee's been working very, very hard. We had a long meeting the other day, and our goal this year was to have 200 Pioneer ancestors identified and certifications handed out, and we've already exceeded that. So our goal for the coming year is 250.
Oh my God. So where are you at right now?
I think the last one that we officially cleared was 202.
Okay.
So yes, it's just been really interesting. So many things you have to go through sometimes to make the connection from one generation to the next, and you just learn all this really neat stuff about families or about your family, And
How do you know if your family started? How does that start? How does that journey start? Is that a question? Is that how I should ask?
That's a good
Yes,
question.
and if someone is doesn't know where to start and they want to just come in, if they think they might have an ancestor who would qualify, they can just come by the office. But basically, you start with what you know, who your parents or your grandparents were.
Okay, kind of like what I started there with. Okay.
Yeah, and then you just work back. But there are a few major things you can look at. We have, of course, the 1807 petition when Warren County was established. And there's a group of people who signed that petition. The first census record we have for Warren County is 1820. And that's their cutoff date for qualifying as your ancestor qualifying as a pioneer. So that if they were on the 1820 census, but there are other records. There could be a deed or a will or something that
or a court case. That was one that was interesting to us last time.
Yes, sometimes you find a court case where there's a
You put it together. Okay.
But those court cases will identify family relationships sometimes. So
I love that.
it's really neat. It's always fun.
I know it is, and especially y'all got
Sometimes
Jimmy
hard.
Haley coming this Saturday. He's gonna make it super fun.
Oh yeah, because he tells all the good stories.
Yeah,
he
tells
does.
good stories.
I remember the story about the the murder guy. I can't ever remember their names though. I hate
Dr.
court.
Ramsey.
Some drunk guy that got killed right in front of the courthouse.
Oh no, I don't know that.
I'm not
think
gonna
I
know that story either.
No, he would always tell us these interesting stories, and the kids would make
maybe
fun
we'll
of the
hear that
person, and
Maybe we'll hear that one.
Maybe
Saturday.
that's the one that's in front of the courthouse. We might hear it this time.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, you never know. And then also like the one where where the blue building used to be,
Right.
and then the window was right smack down. She could see her husband's tombstone.
Oh yeah.
And I can't think of that name right now. I want to say Magnus, but that's not it.
Yeah.
That's not it.
Yeah.
It was the bank person at the time. And I just thought, oh, how neat is that? You could wake up and see her, from afar.
Yeah.
I would like to mention that next year, since it is going to be America's 250th celebration, we will be focusing on all of the Revolutionary War soldiers who either lived at some point or died here in Warren County. And so if anybody has an ancestor that lived here that was a Revolutionary War soldier, be sure to reach out to us because we want to make sure we try to identify all of those soldiers.
Can they email you or call you?
They can email us or call us. Or
what's your email?
WCGHA.tn@gmail.com.
Okay, and they can call you?
At 473-4227.
All right. So if you have anybody that was part of the Revolutionary War,
right, give us a call.
Give them a call. Let's get
or
this going now.
Stop by the office. We're already researching.
Yeah.
Stop by the office on Monday or Friday from 9 to 3.
So could it say that they lived in White County since one county was cut out of White County?
Ooh, good
but
question,
they had to be.
Frida.
But then later, when the county was drawn, their settlement might be inside Warren County limits.
And even sometimes we've been.
I'm asking because I have two that were in White County. That's why I want to know.
Well, so they would to qualify for us.
They're not open. You gotta go to Cumberland. They're open. You're welcome. They got coffee over there.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Cumberland, are you talking about the biscuit one?
Yeah.
They're open and you're open. It won't open.
It's open. You gotta push the button in and push. It sticks really bad. It happens.
Yeah, it's okay.
So, White County question.
So they would have had to have been in Warren County by 1807. We have to identify some way that they were in Warren County. But what's really interesting in reading through some of the pension requests, where they were trying to get a pension, I looked at one in particular because it was a family name that I have researched, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that family was ever around here. But he evidently got a land grant. He came here and only stayed a couple of years, and then he left.
Oh.
But he was in Warren County for a period of time.
So he counts.
So he counts. So it's if you can identify that they were in Warren County for
a period of time.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Pioneer family. You've got to have something that shows.
Yeah.
And sometimes it may be just that that pension thing.
Yeah.
Where they were telling what they did, and they said, I went there, and I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah. Didn't know. Any other questions, Miss Frida? That was a good one.
Oh, no. But I don't know if we have time for this, but I did go to, we talked about the homestead up at the Upper Cumberland County Park.
Yeah.
And I did go there. I visited the Homestead Tower Museum and gift shop. And that is if you have not done that, that's outside of Crossville, about 7 miles. What direction? East, out of Crossville. And may have the address on here, but no. But anyway, so I did go to that museum, and man, I thought it was so very interesting. They had a lot of antique things, from the settlement, and of course the houses are everywhere, because that was altogether 10,000 acres or something.
Wow.
But so you don't think you're actually in the homestead area, but you'll see these houses that are made out of that sandstone. Yeah. And then that was probably what part of the original area. But the tower is where the water tower was. And I was really interested to know how on earth each one of these houses had their own water supply. Of course, we know people came in and dug wells for each one of the sites, the home sites. But they stored it in a tank in the attic or in an upper room. And I'm thinking, okay, this is before electricity. So all of that was hand pumped up into that.
Oh, good Lord.
Tank. Yeah, it was. And that was one of my main questions I wanted answered when I went up there.
Like, how did this work?
Possible?
Yeah.
Because they were wired before electricity, before TVA even was able to service that area. Yeah. And then they had running water, indoor toilets, the whole bit. So some of those houses now are for sale. And they sell for about $400,000 to $500,000 in some cases.
Oh, wow.
They're beautiful. Of course, people have added on to them and that sort of thing. But it's just an interesting
so
thing.
If anybody wants to do something fun.
Yeah. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
And then we ate lunch. The group I was with, we ate lunch at the restaurant inside the park, which I believe is Homestead Harvest Cafe or restaurant. Oh, man, it was delicious. They have a buffet. Of course, they have a menu too, but we ate off the buffet and it was out of this world. I haven't tasted a cherry cobbler like that since my grandmother was alive. Wow. It was so good. So that's definitely a field trip for somebody that maybe hasn't been or would like to go again.
Yeah.
So if somebody's thinking about joining, that's probably going to be one of our things that we're going to do this year. We're going to have a tour
of next year,
a field trip to 2026.
Okay.
We're planning a field trip to
that.
I
think that's neat.
It will be a great trip with it.
Yeah, I think it would. Well, guys, it has been a blast hanging out with you again this month.
Well,
I cannot wait till now. I'm going to say, since you're not going to probably come next month, correct?
Right. For our members, we do have a Christmas social,
right,
which is the first Saturday in December, but we don't do any membership meetings.
Okay. So we don't have to, just got to think in my head. But guys, if you're interested in joining the Warren County Geological Historical Association, contact Miss Frida or Miss Ann for any of the stuff. Or like she said, you can email them or call them at their office or go to their office. It's right in between the early voting room area and U-Carts. You just go straight through that little area, and you can't miss it on the left-hand side. They have a sign on the outside,
right,
so you don't get lost. But it is always a pleasure having you guys on here, and y'all get to go back home and get some warm clothes on. So,
right.
And thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Visit McMinnville Lawn and Garden at 129 Keel Drive, where we've been serving our community since 1995. With a rock-solid reputation for excellent service, our dedicated team is here to help you find the best lawnmowers, leaf blowers, chainsaws, weed eaters, and more. We proudly carry top brands like Echo, Stihl, Shindala, Gravely, Cub Cadet, and Skag. Take advantage of our early spring service, free pickup, and a discount on service. Plus, from chainsaws to gardening tools, we've got you covered for storm season. Trust the experts at McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where quality and customer satisfaction come first. Call us today at 815-5296.
Ready for the fall at Randall Walker Farms? We have pumpkins and delicious apples, corn stalks and straw, perfect for the seasonal celebrations.
And now it's the perfect time for planting. Come explore our selection and get your home ready.
Visit us today on Manchester Highway or call us 635-9535.
Randall Walker Farms, your destination for plants, pumpkins, apples, and more. That's Randall Walker Farms, 635-9535.
Yeah. See you, Frida. I'll remember your name eventually. Yeah, pool. That's a pool. Welcome back, Warren County. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter. Currently, right now in downtown McMinnville, we are at. Hold on. Now my phone wants to misbehave with me. Let's see. It is 30 degrees. Remember, today's high is going to be 33. Tonight's low is going to be 27. We're going to have some wind gusts going up right now from now till about 2 o'clock. And then that 2 o'clock wind is going to bring in some more potential chance of some flurries, about a 25 to 30% chance of flurries today. And then it's just going to get colder as the night goes down and the sun sets around 4:39 p.m. So please be aware of that as we're getting geared up for this winter weather. As you can see, I'm in all my stuff. I'm fixing to put my coat back on. And we want to say thanks again to the Warren County Genealogical Historical Association for coming in with us and sitting down and telling us all that information. I'm telling you guys, if we need to know about our history, we need to know about our roots, we need to know about our ancestors, whatever you want to slap in there, we need to know things like that to tell our kids about how it used to be and how things used to be, or how it was and how it is now and how we have progressed. Do we still have some faults and some, things going on? Yes, 100%. But again, it takes time, and we just want to make sure each and every one of us can get that. Going on, talking to Miss Frida, today the McMinnville Chamber of Commerce is going to be hosting a ribbon cutting ceremony at Interior and Kitchen Concepts LLC. That is going on today at 11:30, and I'm going to see where they're hosting it. It's at 605 Red Road in McMinnville. Please join the Chamber in celebrating Interior and Kitchen Concepts with a ribbon cutting ceremony on Monday, November the 10th at 11:30 a.m. We look forward to seeing you there. Okay. And then let me go back to, I want to do some quick birthday shout outs to some folks this morning. I want to say, first and foremost, happy birthday this week going on today. My husband, Chris Slaughter, he's celebrating his 41st birthday. We also want to say happy birthday to Christy Price on this day. Darlene Smith, happy birthday. Yasmin Rivera says, my JoJo's birthday is 11/12 on Wednesday. So is my son. Walker's birthday is on Wednesday as well. Emery Hawkins is turning 8 on November the 13th. Daria Pope is having a birthday tomorrow on Veterans Day. Anna Maya, she said it's her birthday on the 24th of November. Gabriela Costello is today. Dallas Gator is tomorrow. She's turning 13 years old. And that is what we got so far. So I want to wish everybody happy birthdays and anniversaries from Warren First 931. Absolutely love seeing that stuff. Keeping on going with stuff. The Warren County Pioneer Pride. On Friday, several of the band students attended Tennessee Tech's All-Star Instrumental Symposium. Students participated in a fundamentals, master classes, and clinics to improve musicianship. The following students were in attendance: Emma Burnett, William Carter, Rachel Castillo Cardenas, Kelsey Caton, Lilo Grissom, Rosie Gozman, Breezy Hernandez, Emma Kirby, Emma Maiden, Danielle McClure, Friedeline Morin, Olivia Pitcher, Lila Preston, Raven Scott, Lila Smith, and Joseph Stiles. And thanks to Mr. Dwayne Farnham for taking all those amazing photos of these kids. And we're going to share that right now. So there is the kiddos. Absolutely love, love, love. So if you see any of these kids out, tell them how proud you are of them, Warren County, for going out and representing. And another shout out of great representation that was going on here at Warren County. CJ Taylor and K. Ron were signing autographs and taking pictures with anybody that was coming to the sports card and Pokemon card show that was on Saturday. And we got a great interview. Kason Nunley and Cody Darnell, which is a part of the Pioneer Playbook, they got to interview K-Ron and CJ to tell them, things to look forward to, things to how to get them through stuff, and then how they got to where they are today. And they both had very interesting stories. If you have not got a Veterans Day calendar and you would like one, please call Miller Photography, call Shelly and them, and tell them that you want one of those calendars. I got to go back and get mine because I had to leave. Randy Jane was getting so overwhelmed with the stuff, but I just want to reiterate, if you didn't hear me earlier, it was so neat seeing all 13, almost 13 veterans represent. That was a part of that calendar that Shelly Miller took photos of. I'm actually going to go today, once I get the calendar back, I'm going to go back to the web house where 2 of the vets are to get their signatures. So I have a completed list of names and stuff. But if you missed that opportunity to see that, it was great, especially working side by side with the Park Theater, going from that program starting at 2 o'clock and then ending a little bit before 3, and then starting at 3 o'clock was the Veterans Calendar signing event. And I want to say it was jam-packed. I haven't got to, because it was so busy, I wanted to ask Shelly, was this bigger than it has been in years past? But it's just something that part of our history that we need to remind our vets how proud we are in them, and thank you for the freedoms that you give me and my family today. Because without them, to me, it wouldn't be happening if we didn't have people fight for our freedom. So tell your kids that. Going on between now and November the 15th, don't forget, is Wonderland of Trees. It's going on all week long. Our very own Matt Campbell, he is going to be going and visiting the lovely ladies with Caring Hearts United and talking to them about their trees, why they do what they do. Again, these trees that we are showing you are up for grabs. If you want a Christmas tree already wrapped and ready to go, and all you got to do is cut the cellophane off and pop it in your room, you can do that. But these pictures are so amazing, each different in its own way. I thought there's 26 photos. I guess not. That's all of them. Okay. You never know what you're going to get sometimes. But that's another great event that is going on this week that I want to make sure each and every one of you guys know about as well. Also, don't forget, we're going to have some special in-studio guests. Miss Sherry Denning is going to be coming on the show with us, and she's going to talk to us all about Shrek, the musical. She's going to come on our show tomorrow and talk about it because, of course, the show is this weekend. So if you are a huge Shrek fan of Mike Myers bringing back Shrek and Fiona to life, you have definitely got to be a part of this. Here is one of the pictures taken, I believe, from Miss Melody Krim on this one. Yeah, photo credit to Melody Krim Photography. And so this is that one with Shrek and of course Donkey right there. And then there's Princess Fiona. There's the dragon. And oh, this was from back. What a fun time! And this is some of the more of the cast and crew right here. So make sure you check that out, guys. It's just a great time. Checking out it's living in a different world. I'm telling you. We got more events to talk about coming up on the show, as well as meetings with the city and the county. If you want to stay tight with the local government and more. Also, we're going to talk more about events that are coming up for Black Friday. If you have a Black Friday event that you would like us to talk about on the show, please reach out to me anytime between in the morning time and 8 at night. My number is 931 359 3050. You can't miss it. And if you do miss it, the number's down there. I do have two numbers, but I'll respond to both. But the big number to get to me is the 369 3050. That's the best way to get in touch with me. Remember, Warren County, more to come. And remember, keep it first.
They specialize in residential and commercial real estate with emphasis on farms and land. They can help you with estate settlements, business liquidations, and farm dispersals, including land, livestock, and equipment. Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company, representing more and more families in estate auctions each and every day. Call 473-7774 or visit DonaldHillisRealty.com. Firm 2273.
At Reddick Brown Ford, we're all about serving our Ford and Lincoln family. Enjoy our unbeatable oil change specials. Just $34.95 up to 6 quarts for synthetic blends and $119.95 up to 13 quarts for diesels. No appointment necessary. Plus, we offer convenient pickup and delivery services for everything from oil change to rapid repairs. Need battery replacements or wipers? We've got you covered with our mobile service.
Jonathan Beavers. I'm the new sales manager here at Reddick Brown Ford on Highway 55. I'm born and raised here my whole life. I'm very supportive and dedicated with over 10 years of automotive experience. Check out our expanding pre-owned inventory on our website or come drive by, and we'd also be happy to appraise your vehicle.
To check out our new service department. We have 2 new advisors, 1 new parts counter staff, and some fresh faces on our pickup and delivery team. We're excited to offer you even better service with our expanded team. Join the Reddick Brown Ford family today. Call or text us at 931-668-2177. Experience transparency and carefree service like never before. Your satisfaction is our priority. We want to be your number 1 local go-to dealership.
Ready for the fall at Randall Walker Farms? We have pumpkins and delicious apples, corn stalks and straw, perfect for the seasonal celebrations.
And now it's the perfect time for planning. Come explore our selection and get your home ready.
Visit us today on Manchester Highway or call us 635-9535.
Randall Walker Farms, your destination for plants, pumpkins, apples, and more. That's Randall Walker Farms, 635-9535.
There you go. But yeah, I hope you guys, you're going to get to see all of this and more in our upcoming news paper that we'll be having out tomorrow. I'm looking forward to this issue because we're talking about, remembering the history of things in our town. And, the Nurseryman's Bowl was one of them. And of course, since it's a bowl, I wanted to show you, this is Jackie Ware won this, and aka now Jackie Powers. She won this as Miss Congeniality at the Nurseryman's pageant, and instead of getting trophies, they got a bowl. Isn't that neat? I think it is. I'd rather get a bowl than a trophy. You can do so much more with a bowl, right? You keep it clean and all that stuff. But yeah. But I want you to be listening to tomorrow's show, as we will be doing a deep dive in Veterans Day, what it means, what it's all about. And hopefully I can get some, hopefully when I go and visit, if they're not busy or taking a nap, I'm hoping to get not one but 2 interviews with the folks at the Web House. Yeah, the streaming has been bad. If you're just now tuning in with us, I had to change my streaming over to my hotspot because the Wi-Fi in the building's not acting so good, and I think it's because of this cold weather. So I do apologize. Sometimes just keep refreshing it, Retha, and it'll be okay. Now I will tell you, I just realized my microphone was off for at least a minute or 2 while I was talking. So please be aware. It's a Monday. I want to say a shout out again to Stephanie Johnson. She came on the show with us last week with Covenant Academy. They're hosting their annual Black Friday 5K event. If you want to be a part of this Black Friday event, you can just simply scan that QR code. This is the last week to register to make sure a guaranteed t-shirt and some things are also sponsorships for the t-shirt as well. It's a 5K fun run and walk to help benefit Covenant Academy students. The proceeds are going to upgrade our student and teacher technology and school safety and security equipment. This is all going to start at Country Club Drive, which is located at the school at Covenant Academy. The race will begin and end in the school parking lot. The route will consist of an out and back 2-loop path running on the roads adjacent to the school. You will be on paved surfaces the entire time, which is good to know. There will be one water station. This is on November the 28th, which of course is Black Friday, right after Thanksgiving. And it all starts at 7:30 a.m. Any pace is welcome, and participants are encouraged to run, walk, or even strollers. Why should you do this? To have fun and support the school. You can go to runsignup.com/race/10/McMinnville/Covenant Academy Fun Run, or just an easier way to do it, scan the QR code. Just scan it. Super easy, super quick. A couple of other events going on before we take one more break for the show today. It is November the 10th. So we already talked about, of course, the red ribbon cutting that's going on with the Interior and Kitchen Design LLC going on with the Chamber of Commerce today. Also going on tonight is the Teen Recovery Meeting with Freedom Life Church. That's at 6:30 p.m. every Monday. Freedom Life Church hosts a teen recovery meeting. So if you have a teen out there that's recovering from something, please, please, please do diligence as a parent and get them involved in these programs early. Of course, tomorrow is November the 11th. It is Veterans Day. We are going to be having a show. I know there's going to be some shows going on at schools. I know Hickory Creek is doing a show. I talked to one of the ROTC kids that I'm friends with, mom, and he let me know that they weren't doing a program this time, but they're going to do a program with working side by side with the Hickory Creek students, which I think is going to be great. On the 13th, we got, of course, the Shrek musical. We've talked about that here on the show. On the 14th, November the 14th, which is this Friday. Let me make sure I said that right. Yep. This Friday, Gardens of Memory candlelight service is at 5 p.m. And then, of course, another chance to see the Shrek musical that Friday night. And then lastly, the November book club meeting is at the Well at Tree City at 6 p.m. So if you're a part of the November book club meeting, make sure you go to that. On Saturday, November the 15th, is Christmas in the Village. It starts at 8 a.m. on 500 South Fair Street in Morrison. And of course, don't forget Wonderland of Trees is going on all week long from the 10th through the 15th. A community block party is going to be at Arms Apartments from 1 to 3 p.m. on Saturday. It's going to be kids' activities and more with food and local resources that can help families across Warren County. And then on the 16th, on that Sunday, is the last viewing you can see of Shrek the Musical at 2 o'clock. And then at the Bonnie Blue Inn Bed and Breakfast at 1 o'clock on Sunday. Now, call to secure your space. It's $35 per person. You are going to have your very own gingerbread house building workshop. How fun is that? With the snow coming, why wouldn't you want to know how to build your gingerbread house? And if you are building a float for this upcoming parade, since it's gingerbread themed, what better way to put more knowledge in your noggin and to go to a gingerbread building class? Just saying. And then that's all I can see right now of any type of importance. Now, looking ahead, some dates that we do have. The Temple Baptist Church is having their Old Timers Day on November the 23rd at 10 a.m. And of course, then there's Thanksgiving. Black Friday's on the 28th. Flip the Switch is on that Saturday the 29th. And that is where they light up the tree up on Main Street. And that's 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Grassy Lot. So make sure you check that out. And then on November the 30th, that's on a Sunday, Singing Believers is at the Newtown Baptist Church again at 5 p.m. if you want to do that. And I was trying to see, the Christmas in the Park, I believe, is on the 2nd. But don't count me on that. I don't want to go too far. But there you go. So many things going on in our community. So if you're not a part of it, you need to be a part of it. We're going to take a couple more breaks from our sponsors. And when we get back, we're going to wrap it up with a word of prayer. If you have a prayer that you would like to get on today's show, please let me know right now. Comment below. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Wanted our customers to have the best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Come join us at 110 East Main Street for a farm-to-table experience all year long. We offer gluten-free, dairy-free, guilt-free goodness that will leave you feeling energized and satisfied with every bite. Our small batch from-scratch menu bursts with juice, shots, smoothies, soups, wraps, and sandwiches, and more prepared daily to give you all the nutrients your body craves. We never add powder sugars or anything you can't pronounce, so don't miss out on this delicious, healthy opportunity. Swing by and indulge in some wholesome goodness today at 110 East Main Street, McMinnville, Tennessee.
Community Network Productions takes you inside each community with local interest stories, local music artists, and information.
With each show, the focus is the people and our beautiful community. With our creative team, we customize unique show ideas with our friends in the community. Our focus is you.
See each of our shows on all social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and at our website at www.communitytvtn.com.
Some call it Pioneer Country. Some call it Tree City.
Some call it the WC.
We call it home.
From the first showing to the final signature.
From downtown charm to wide open fields.
Warren County isn't just on the map, it's where dreams are made.
Because when you're buying or selling in the WC, you deserve someone who gets it.
Make my mom your winning choice for buying or selling real estate in the WC.
Let's make your next move your best move.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
The people of this region for 53 years, and we are fully committed to the people and the communities that place their trust in us. McMinnville in Warren County is just one of the 9 counties that we serve. With 4 convenient branch locations, along with 7 ATM and ITM locations, you can be assured that Citizens Tri-County Bank is close by. Committed to you and committed to the communities we serve. It truly is what makes Citizens Tri-County Bank the only community bank you will ever need. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is David Moore with Supreme Building Products. We've been your one-stop shopping center for lumber and building supplies since 1963. We're a family-owned business and operated and proudly served Warren counties for over 50 years. At Supreme, it's not just about great prices, but it's about exceptional service. Our customers are what's always supreme. From lumber to roofing to plumbing and paint, we have everything you need to build your dream home from the ground up. Whether you're a contractor, a homeowner, or a weekend warrior, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you at our state-of-the-art drive-through lumberyard. Visit us, please, at the corner of Highway 70 and North Spring Street. There's something for everyone at Supreme Building Products, where quality and customers come first, and the coffee's always free. And always be sure to shop local. Call us, please, at 473-9564.
Where we say the customer's always supreme. Supreme one-stop shop for all your building needs. From the showroom to the lumberyard, a builder's dream. Professional sales and a great location with your guaranteed satisfaction. Where we say the customer's always supreme. Supreme Building Products. Supreme Building Products.
Rise and shine, McMinnville. Treat yourself to delicious frozen and soft drinks in Sonic, perfect for those hot summer days. Whether it's lunch or dinner, let Sonic be your go-to stop to cool off and refuel during the summer rush. And don't miss our special drink offer available until 10 a.m. Start your day the right way. With so many flavors to choose from and the best sun drop in town, why go anywhere else? Drive into summer with Sonic in McMinnville.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Welcome back, everybody. With it snowing again, and you can see that literally right behind me, I got to give a shout out to my boy Santa Claus this morning. As if you missed it, he was on location, and photos are courtesy of Carol Lee Mayberry. But I thought these were so cute. I had to share them. But yeah, he was out and about. Where was it at? Right here.
What a beautiful backdrop.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's your old pal St. Nick. I'm taking pictures here in Quebec. And look at this beautiful 1931 Chevrolet Cabriolet. It is a beauty, and it revs up pretty good for old Sam.
So yeah, so he was out and about yesterday in Quebec. So if you missed him, don't delay. Again, great pictures done right there. As Santa, if you need Santa to stop at your event or anything, I know a good one. And and all he does, it's all for the kids. Another thing I do want to shout out before we end the show, I saw this earlier And somebody actually asked me to share this, and so I want to do that for them. A shout out to our very own Warren County High School Pioneerettes as they, here we go, as they won third place in the small varsity game day, and they won sixth place in the small varsity palm. So proud of all the amazing things you have accomplished this week. Next stop is the NDA Nationals. So again, kudos to them on their state competition as they do great as always. It's one of the many things here at Warren First that we like to sponsor our kids, and they are one of them, one of many, I should say. I thought there was one more. Let's see. Trying to think. Nope, that should be it. Yeah, that was it. All right, guys, it has been a blast hanging out with you on this snowy Monday. And to look at the forecast one more time, currently in McMinnville, it is 31 degrees. We want to thank Reddick Brown Ford for being our community weather sponsors. Windy conditions are expected around 12 p.m. The lowest feels like temperature is 12 degrees around 9 a.m. this morning so far, and it did feel very chilly this morning. But as the day persists on, from 12 to 4, it's just saying, now again, it didn't call for any more snow till almost like 2, 3 o'clock, but I guess because all this wind coming through, it's bringing more. And if you could see behind me, I mean, literally, it's very cloudy. It's still, I don't see the sun yet, but again, we're just going to get all this wind, and the wind is going to create some nice little flurries. I'm sending you a pic from around Monterey. Oh, thank you. But yeah, and then the sun's setting today at 4:39. But the rest of the week, Tuesday and Wednesday, it's going to be sunny skies. It's going to be 47 high tomorrow, but then on Wednesday, right now, it's saying a high of 60. So from Wednesday on to even this Saturday, it's just going to keep getting higher. So again, you cannot hate Tennessee weather. 1 minute we got snow and flurries. Next minute we got sunny skies. Next minute we got storms and thunderstorms and kabooms. So again, you got to love Tennessee weather. Guys, we're going to end with a word of prayer for each and every one of you out there. I'm always thinking about all our folks here in Warren County, whether you believe in God or not, because I always say this. God is always waiting. He's next to you. He's just waiting on you when you're ready to take him in and embrace him, because he's got so much love to give. His love is foreverly, I always, I couldn't be where I'm at today without him. I promise you that. So with that said, let's bow our heads. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day that you've given us. Please be with us as we go throughout our week here, God. Be with all the unspoken prayers, God. Be with all our leaders in government. Be with our local leaders, our state, our federal. Just guide them, direct them to what is best for the citizens of Warren County and beyond. Please be with all the sickness, God, with this weather turning like it is. I know that it is probably doing a crazy turn on some folks here in Warren County, and we just want to make sure that they stay happy and healthy. And please be with our federal government, God, as I didn't get to read anything up this weekend about the government shutdown, and with it being the holidays, God, I know there's a lot of people starting to get a little nasty because with the holiday weekend, their flight has either been canceled or been changed, and it's messing up people's holidays, God. That all they want to do is to be with their friends and their family during this holiday season, because that is what the holidays are all about, is being together and creating memories together, happy memories, God. And we know that the airport service just wants us to be safe. And if they have to cut back flights, that's why they have to do it, because they don't have as many pilots available. But this next go around, I hope we all pray that when they do the vote for the government shutdown, that they reopen it up and just act accordingly, God, because it's just messing with a lot of people's lives right now that I don't think at the end of the day You need to care about the people. And if you care about the people, you will make the right decision. And not every decision's the easiest. But again, you just give them the prayer, give them the comfort, the peace that they need to make these decisions to open up our government, God. Please be with us throughout the rest of the week, God, as we go through any challenges that we may face. And put a hedge of protection over all of us as well, because we always need your help and guidance in everything that we do, God. In your name, amen. Guys, take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of the day. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.